Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today, honey, I'm going to be giving you the tea on Joe Biden. Now, I will have to be a little censored, but if you want to know the real tea, like all the tea, not the real tea, but like all the tea, because this is going to be all real even on this video. But if you want to know more, you can join my Patreon, patreon.com/Psychic Medium Ray. It is in the comment section below, and I'll try to drop a link in the video as well. So check that out. But I'm here to give you the tea. So right now I'm filming this. It's 10:15 in the morning. Go ahead and have your breakfast sandwiches, your coffee. If you are barely waking up, if you're on the West Coast, if you're on the East Coast and it's already lunch, have your salads, get your, your drinks, and let's get into it. Okay, so a lot of people want to know, like, is he going to win the election? Immediately I'm going to say no. Okay, that's the energy. I can't lie. That's the energy that I feel that's potentially could change. That could change very much well. But people want to know, like, what is who is Joe Biden? Like, we know that he's he was with Obama. He served on that team as the vice president. He is now running for president as part of the Democratic Party. And so I'm looking at my phone because I have a picture here of him, and I have to have like a picture when I actually tune into his energy. When I read people, I look at their photographs. It's how I read. And so when I look at him, I feel like he is not happy with this campaign. It's not going the way that he wants. I feel like he would like to pull out some dirty stops, and I do feel like he will. He feels a lot of support though, and he feels a lot of support from Obama, from other presidents like Bush, and maybe other people that are not necessarily Democrats that do support him. But you have to understand, there's a lot of traitors, there's a lot of darker energy surrounding these people that were in former office. Okay, there is a lot. People will say, well, he's a good person, but there's like the lesser of two evils, if you understand my drift. And so there's a lot of things, a lot of secrets that this man has, a lot of knowledge that he has, and there are people that are in the office right now in the current administration that support Joe Biden, that they want to see him come in. And I feel like at some point he feels like he has the upper hand. I see him attacking Trump. I see him pulling out some low stops, but I really don't like Joe Biden's energy. It's not authentic. I feel he has skeletons. Apart from, nobody is perfect. No president that has ever served has been one. We all have our skeletons. Everybody, even you that are listening out there. We all have secrets and things that we don't want to share. And some of us may not have secrets, but we don't necessarily or serve in a political or a very public platform. When you are a president or you are a vice president, you are surrounded by a lot of people. There's a lot of confidentiality. There's things that you have to bite your tongue on and not say anything, because it could, jeopardize the people around you, your family, etc. But I do feel like when I tune into Joe Biden that he is someone that has very dark energy. I will just say that. Very non-authentic. It's like he wears a mask. And again, people can come for me. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying the truth of what I see. Now, people may not agree, but I see that he is holding back. There's a lot of things that he has witnessed in the previous administration, which was the Obama administration, that he knows, and that he stood by silently and didn't say anything. And these are things that will eventually come to light, because as much as he's going to be throwing shade on President Trump, Trump's team is going to be unmasking. Like, we are starting to see some of the political campaigns back and forth, etc. But we're going to see a lot more before the election actually takes place in November. So be tuned for that. Now, are the scandals regarding his sexual tendencies about this person true? Was she, could she have been, I feel like she has a lot of validity in what she said. Now, I'm not saying that she is saying the truth. I'm not saying that he is guilty or anything of that nature. I can't say that here on this platform, and it's not my job to say that or throw anyone under the bus, but I will say that I feel like there has been some unhealthy coping mechanisms, some unhealthy behaviors that he has held on to. But that's with any person, right? But I do feel like on a deep level that he is not happy in his personal life, his love life, his family life. There is just so much pressure to be this perfect candidate, and it's like when you do that, you wear a mask and you're not being your authentic self. When we look at somebody like Trump, you know, he is his, you know, who he is who he is, and he's on like that, you know, in press conferences and in person. He is that same person. He can't change who he is, even if he tried, you know. And whereas Biden, I feel like he comes in as a good guy, but he's not necessarily that person that he portrays to be. And so I feel like he is going through some deep struggles. He's asking himself, what if I actually don't make it to become the president of the United States? What would happen to me? I feel like he would still have like a political, you know, type of career, all of that. But I feel like, you know, there's a lot of things that they are definitely, you know, that they are holding on to that is just, it's not healthy. When it comes to him, I feel like if he was, let's say I'm wrong, and he was to become president, okay, of the United States, there would be a 360-degree turn of everything that would be happening, but not necessarily for the better. It would be going back to the same old conditioning, the old same things, where a lot of people are being deported and things like that. The Democrats have a different way of doing things and thinking that are not necessarily very opposite or opposed to the Republican Party, but I feel like on some levels that he would try to go back to like Obamacare, which was you know, not good for everybody. It was something that wasn't necessarily good for everybody, and it created a lot of havoc. Plus, there was a lot of things that going on with other countries, with the previous administration that allowed like them to get away with, you know, all kinds of tariffs and taxes at our own expense, and why we are now through this pandemic suffering those side effects because of the fact that we don't have jobs that we outsource out to China and to India and to those places, and now we are needing to take our power back and, you know, start over and start manufacturing things here more from the USA. Whereas I feel like if he was to be president, he wouldn't do that. He would actually, you know, outsource jobs, and he would try to be the pacifist and want to make peace with everybody in the world. But as a leader, you can't do that. You can't make everyone happy and all the other leaders happy and fit the mold to what they want you to fit into. You have to have a voice. You have to stand your ground. You have to be unapologetically you, which is something that I feel like Trump is doing right now. Now, again, don't get it twisted. I'm not supporting Trump or any political party, but I'm stating the obvious when you look at them, because when in my Patreon, in the platinum tier, I actually go very in depth and talk about Trump and talk about this, and I will be talking about Pizzagate as well. A lot of you wanted to know about Pizzagate and that scandal. Was it real? What was going on there, you know, with that situation? I feel like when it comes down to it, honestly, that Biden could be borderline racist. And I'm just going to say it. I know that a lot of people are like, why would you say something like that? I'm only stating what I see from the spiritual and soul level. Whether you agree with me or not, that's up to you. But I feel like it's a very serious accusation to label someone. I'm not saying that he is. I'm saying he could be. There are some things that people hold on to that were ingrained upon them. But people are like, well, he served with President Obama, who was part black. Why would he be racist? Again, there's a lot of people in this world that serve on platforms and etc. that are racist, but they hide it very well. They disguise it in different ways. You have to kind of wonder, you know, did he also have some kind of competition going on with Obama when Obama was in office, because he was his vice president. But even though Obama, was, who he was, and he did everything that he could in his administration, there is a point where I keep seeing that Biden didn't necessarily agree with everything that Obama did. And so this is the whole thing where, again, we are wearing masks and it's not being our authentic self. I don't feel like he's capable of becoming the president and holding on to all of the pressures, because again, I feel like it's a lot for him. He does hold on to some anger as well, and I feel like he follows orders. Like, I feel like he is working out of a playbook and taking previous administrations implementations and policies and looking at that and really wanting to administer. But I feel like what our country needs right now is to really heal, and I feel like, again, people are going to be very upset after this election. But when it comes to Biden, I don't trust him. I feel like there's a large group of people that don't trust him, and there should be some truth to that as well, because I feel like, again, he is one of those people that was a very big Hillary supporter, and he feels like he's the next in line of the Democratic Party to take over the White House in 2020. But we shall see how the turn of the election is. Again, I didn't want to do this reading and keep it very long and go into all that. If you want more insights, if you want more of the tea, honey, go to my Patreon, subscribe to my Platinum tier, and it's listed in the description box below, www.patreon.com/Psychic Medium Ray. Don't forget to set up a private reading if you would like a private reading. And you can also go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Alright guys, blessings and love and light. Until next time. Bye. Okay, yeah, you can put the TV on.